everybody, it's Heidi Fang here with Adam Hill. We got your post-fight recap from Abu Dhabi as we wrapped up things here with Darren Till and Robert Whittaker. This fight went the distance, all 5 rounds, with Robert Whittaker taking the W. Adam, I think this was the right call. How did you have it scored?
It was one of those fights, for a while, it looked like it was going to be pretty easy to score. Darren Till took the first round, looked pretty impressive. I thought Robert Whittaker showed that, veteran ability to kind of bounce back. He's been there before. He's been through some battles before. We know the two, 5-round wars with Yoel Romero. Like, he knows how to dig deep and find it. He found it. In the second and third round, he settled in. Darren Till looked like he was exhausted. Looked like the fight was essentially over. But then all of a sudden, Darren Till starts to rally a little bit in the fourth round. He looked pretty good. I actually gave him the fourth round. I think it comes down to the fifth round, and I think you could make a case either way. Robert Whittaker seemed to believe he won it on takedowns in the fifth round. I'm not so sure. He might have been up 3-1 and Till might have got the fifth round. The second half of the fight, the fourth and the fifth round, that was really the determining factor in who was going to win this. And, all credit in the world to Robert Whittaker, who, he's burned out. He took a little break, lost his title, comes back and gets back on the winning track. But I think no shame for Darren Till, who in his second fight back up at middleweight looked really, really good against a former champion.
Well, you mentioned, Robert Whittaker losing his belt, and now with this comeback win, he's still ranked number 1 in the UFC rankings. So this one just kind of cements that for him. What do you see as being next for him?
Yeah, I think it depends when he wants to fight again, right? Because, he's a guy, as you said, number 1 contender, longtime champion. We've got the title fight coming up with Adesanya and Costa. It would make some sense to perhaps be next in line there to take on the winner of that fight. But I don't know how much time he wants to take off. I don't know if he, after last fight, he wanted to take a lot of time off. He thought about, stepping away for a while. So does he want to take time off again, or is he back and he wants to get right back to the grind and maybe take another fight in the meantime? I think it's up to him. If Whittaker wants to fight again real soon, he can. He wants to wait. I think that title fight is next for him.
There were a fair share of fighters over 40 on this card, and one of them brought home a W in the co-main event. Let's talk about that one being the final fight here for Little Nog and Shogun. These two guys fought it out. It was split decision. It went to Shogun. How did you see this one?
For those who have been around the sport for a long time, you could have just watched their other two fights and kind of saw was going to go. Just kind of a battle. They fought in 2005 and 2015. That's how long these guys have been going at it. And you kind of feel for Little Nog, Nogueira here, who wanted to get this win. I mean, he had those 2 losses to Hua in these 2 classic battles. He wanted that last fight to be a win over Hua to kind of close that chapter on his career, and he almost got it. He looked really good for a 44-year-old man who not a lot of people thought had a lot left in the tank. A back-and-forth battle. Clearly slowed down a bit late in the fight as, they had gone to battle for those 2 rounds and really, really fought it out. Kind of a disappointing, maybe bittersweet way for Nogueira to end his career. He wanted to get that victory, but, I mean, you got to walk away and say, hey, I put everything I had out there, and, I didn't get, blown out in my last fight.
We'll look forward to the UFC returning here for action in Las Vegas at the Apex, and that'll do it for us here tonight. So for Adam Hill, I'm Heidi Fang. Thanks so much for watching.